Let's take a look at what else is to play for Erik ten Hag's side, and there's still plenty going on for them this season, isn't
They're
it?
the only team in Europe with 4 competitions to play for. So that's done, the Carabao Cup. 3 more to go. It's really going well for them at the moment. So there we go. There, the old tick, the Carabao Cup.
I like that.
The Europa League, of course, they were fantastic against Barcelona the other night. The FA Cup, they're playing in that this week against West Ham United. Erik ten Hag stressed after against Newcastle United. Right, that's done. On to a big game on Wednesday. And they're still in the title race, aren't they? They can't completely rule them out there. It's not necessarily just Manchester City and Arsenal. If those two slip up, I'm sure Ten Hag will be looking at that as well. So what a first season so far under Ten Hag.
Yeah, so the big games keep coming. Right, run us through what's next on the agenda, isn't it?
Right, on the agenda, here we go. Wednesday night, Manchester United against West Ham United in the FA Cup 5th round. Now, you look at the FA Cup, Liverpool have gone, Chelsea have gone, Newcastle have gone. So it's very open this year, and every club will be looking at that as well. Spurs go to Sheffield United. That's a tough tie. Of course, Bristol City face Manchester City. Brighton, Roberto De Zerbi talking about wanting to get to Wembley. Marco Silva's talking about it. But this is a real opportunity for Manchester United. It'll be a full house again on Wednesday night, and everyone will be feeling so good about Sunday's victory. I was really impressed, given they played Barcelona on the Thursday night, to put in that performance against Newcastle on Sunday. He doesn't really make too many changes either. He played a very strong team against Reading in the 4th round. They will be up for this on Wednesday night. There's no doubt about that.
OK, so victory at Wembley followed a Europa League knockout win over Barcelona. How does the rest of that European draw look then?
Well, because they finished second, they could have really done without that playoff against Barcelona, as glamorous as playing Barcelona is. But look, they've got it done now, and they played very, very well. You look at this now, this draw. Now, Manchester United and Arsenal will probably both fancy themselves to get very far in this competition. The question for me, let's just say something very quickly on Arsenal. How does Mikel Arteta approach these difficult 2 fixtures against Sporting Lisbon, given they're in the title race? We've seen Erik ten Hag treat this competition very, very important. He said Barcelona was their biggest match of the season so far the other night. That'll be 2 very good games against Real Betis. They're doing well in La Liga. They're 5th in La Liga, 2 points off a Champions League place. The Europa League is a very long competition, isn't it? They've had this playoff round, as I mentioned as well, Thursday to Sunday. I suppose the concern with Ten Hag and maybe the supporters as the weeks go on, can this squad carry it on with the hope that there'll be no injuries, because the games are coming thick and fast. But that's what happens when you are successful.
Yeah, so that's the competitions. Is it fair to say that they're the outsiders in the title race, but they're still in there?
I think you're being fair. I think you're fair, yeah. However, as I said earlier, if one of the 2 slip up, Manchester United will say, hey, we're ready to pounce. Now, of course, we've got Arsenal's game in hand against Everton tomorrow night. We've just heard from Mikel Arteta. He will know how crucial that game is. Manchester City are still in the FA Cup. They've got a difficult second leg in the Champions League. But it'll really intrigue me how these 3 sides approach their European competitions. Of course, Arsenal and United are in the Europa League, so they've got the Thursday, Sundays. But of course, Manchester City as well, still in the FA Cup. Pep Guardiola's always treated the domestic cups. He's taken them always seriously. So will that play a part as well? So no, they're not out of the title race at all.
Yeah, what a magical 11 days. 4 competitions, 4 games. Barcelona at one end, bookend in the middle with a trip to Wembley. Exciting times.
It's been a very good appointment
for Manchester United.